Oh, Hutchinson caught the wall, got turned by McDougall, slid down. That was a mighty fine save to keep that car off the inside wall. Take another look. Slammed the wall, and then got punted. The car in front of him slammed into the wall as well, so that was definitely target fixation right there. Just got a little bit out of shape on the outside. Lost it. Hard shot into the inside wall. That'll do it. No caution. Nobody was around it, but that's a day over. Another look. Oh, I think Barrett got loose off the corner, and that's what kind of created that chain reaction of a mess. Getting loose. You can already see that tail end kicking out. Sweeps to the inside. Yeah, then he just drifted right back up. Had no control. That sent both cars pretty heavily into the inside wall, so two more. So we at speed. Watch the 42. He's going to make that cut to the inside and slam right into the tail end. Car crash on the back straightaway. It's very rare that you get these types of crashes in the middle of the straight. And down the pit straight, Mashburn went down to the inside, made it 4. How that was not a caution is absolutely beyond me. Talk about car control with Ryan Shelton, but showing that some drivers might want to. Jason Taylor. Yeah, he just lost that back and off the corner, and then right behind him, McRunnels going around once, and then was really pedaling it all throughout the exit of the corner, and then just went bang into the inside wall again. Take a ride on board. We'll have to jump back a little bit further than that. You saw him already chasing the cars in turn 3, and his problem is he never let the car settle fully. It sounded like he was just fighting that thing all the way throughout the corner. That's a hard lick into the inside wall. That'll bring it back down to pit road. Charles Simmer is back in the pit road. Oh no, contact, around they go! Hard into the inside wall, both cars coming down to it. What is happening in Indianapolis? Lindqvist almost loops it back into traffic. Field getting itself sort of way up the hill as Carl and Charles Millen are able to help move tonight. That's the only thing that can explain this race. Markert tracking up wide into the outside wall. Started to loop it. Heavy shot into the wall. Carl and Charles again with a lucky miss. He's all by himself. Too wide of the forward, way too much speed. Didn't catch the wall, but lost it off the corner. He got some help as well. Hard into the inside wall. That may have been Taylor that hooked him. There's the first hit for the 509. And then here comes the big one. Carlton Charles' luck for avoiding incidents runs out. Watch him come in stage right, and boom, heavy hit. Jason Garcias hangs on to the race lead, but Ryan Sheldon trying to get it back. On the outside, it's turn 2, they're both sideways. Can they hang on? They don't. Garcias is around. The dominant car is wrecked. Caution flag is out. And Garcias, with damage now and down the field, Fenner Place takes the lead. Yeah, I just lost that. Completely unabated, no help. Josh Emerson had actually lost it at the tail end of the field. So who all wrecked here? Oh, it was Hutchinson. Hutchinson with a massive shot into the outside wall. He got turned. I think that's one of the messiest restarts we've ever seen from the Speed Cup Series before. Golly, what a lick. Yes, he sure will. 1 lap to go. Shelton trying to hang on for third, but Christopher Darling not going to let this go without a fight. Shelton's in a turn. He turned. Shelton hard into the wall. He's going to be dumped out of the podium finish. Christopher Darling trying to go for second. If it was a case of Vissel going down or 5 coming up, it may have been a little bit of both. That is a heavy shot in the fence. Oh yeah, just lost the back end, got unsettled, and never let the car get a chance to settle in. Body slams the inside wall. Huge for the Camaro. Huge hit. Kicked up, all 4 wheels got off the ground. That car nearly tipped over. On a wild wreck coming through turn numbers 3 and 4. Goodness gracious. You see a little bit of the sky there in that one. Let's take a... Whoa, look out! Mashburn sliding it out, trying to save it. He won't save it. He's going to go into the inside wall. Try to get around Levier and just tracked out. Oh, bobbles it out, and boom, hard hit into the outside wall. So the 88 car going to have a lot of damage that he's got to fix. Battles on for the race lead as well under this yellow flag, but you can see him just drifting out way too wide. Pancakes the outside wall, and that causes him to lose it. Leonard just misses him, so does Levier. And he locks it down, slides it down the racetrack, and that forces the yellow before he could get into the inside wall. Corey Hutchinson, and now 3 wide. Hutchinson takes out Dalton Powell hard into the outside wall. He collects Derek Leonard in a big way. Coming back for a look, the 509 just steps it out. Overcorrected. He did a good job, though, to get that car wrenched down the inside. Did not want to force another yellow flag, and he did a good job. Coming through 3 and 4, clipped the apron, and then overcorrected and shot him and just pounded the outside wall right in front of Joey Barrett. Swung that car wide and locked it up, went straight in, collected up Dalton Powell, Stanhausen, and more. Had to jam on the binders, but Dalton Powell and Jason Taylor now both with heavy damage. Trying to get in with the head of steam, chasing Brandon Vetterplace, just locked up the right front and went hard into the wall. And behind, Carlton Charles having problems of his own as he pulled way to the inside line and just hugged that wall, was not feeling confident coming around through turn 6 in the slightest. And then Sedarius Days having problems of his own as he just dropped the back end, clipped the wall with the left rear, and around he went. And, well, did not go the way it was hoping for. Hard into the turn 1 fence. Spin coming out of turn 5. Oh, he did find the wall, too. That could be some pretty hefty damage. We'll see. Oh, boy, lost the back end entering the corner. And that is a huge high-speed spin. Battling for the lead, all of a sudden, whoa, lock up and hard into the wall, big time. So Pirog struggling right now as he tries to catch up to these drivers. Oh boy, oh, huge crash. Jason Taylor hard into the wall. Oh my, huge wall up there. Jason Taylor made the same mistake that Bobby Anderson made. Oh, and now McFadden blocking up and went straight on, and he did find the wall. Then Jason Taylor seconds later with the mother of all out brakes. He should have started braking a long time ago, was never going to make that corner. It almost looks like the brakes failed entirely on that car. Was already losing that car at entry and was just carrying way too much speed to have any hope. And this will be a self-inflicted error all by himself. Too much speed. Clips the wall with the left rear and just loops that McDonald's 23 around. Oh, and another hard lick into the turn 4 wall for Devin Pirog. Oh, locking up the brakes with Scott Leonard. Too hot, and they both went into the wall. And Shelton, the dominant car of the afternoon, just lost it on cold tires and got punted up the rear by Fetterplace, who had nowhere to go. Oh, look out, hard into the wall goes Scott Leonard with another problem on the racetrack as he's found the wall. This is entering the plaza section. Just dropped it on entry and into the outside wall. Another problem. The car was already damaged and then it came down towards turn 4. Oh, too hot, and boom, into the wall big time. And that will... Oh no! Shelton drops it again! Right when he caught Fetterplace, Shelton throws that gap down the tubes. And his Ford Motocraft 28 just goes in too hot into turn 4, locks it up on the right front, and nose it hard into the fence. When all that was going on, Charles just drops it on the exit, too much throttle. Harmless little slide, and he'll get it back rolling. The Cars for Breakfast meal is going out of style. Just kicked the tail end out. And he just lost that one on the throttle, entering the corner. That was caught the inside wall at 9 and then lost it on the approach to 10. Whoa, look out! One car sideways! It's Zachary Cox right in the middle of the field. He'll bring out the caution flag for the first time tonight. Place gets around him from the outside. Craig Schrader gets by as well. And now Emerson stabbing the tail. Now he collects Devin Pirog up on 2 wheels, hard into the outside wall. Shelton's involved, and numerous cars collected. Goes hard into the outside wall, but that speed. Again, just twitched on entry, just like Martin Plutz, almost identical. Man, there just wasn't a whole lot, I feel. No caution for this. Kevin Ritchie, Joey Barrett side by side. Ritchie gets loose, slams into Barrett, and sends the John Deere 43 into the inside wall. Just sideways off of turn 2 and around he goes. Let's ride on board with... Man, that is such a shame, especially when you know it's not your fault. You did nothing wrong. I mean, there's a lot of net code in that as well. I don't like to say that often, but they were nowhere close. It was deep. Corey Hutchinson trying to battle to the inside of Mooney. He's going to get into the back of him. Mooney slides out. Hutchinson slides out. Right in the traffic. He gets drilled. More trouble on the front straightaway. Caution is out. 2 completely separate incidents here. Oh, Mooney got loose. Just shot that one up the racetrack, and that's what put him into the wall. It's a small hit. It's all it takes. Right behind one of the main drivers that started this, he just went for a send. I think that's Kevin Ritchie he took out, and then all of a sudden, I don't know about that one. I'm going to be honest. Let's take another look. Number 4. Just lost the tail end, and around he went. He and Mark McFadden. Oh, McFadden just locked up. Sent Mooney around, and well, it was a good save. Just lost that all by himself coming off the corner. Thought he may have tagged the outside wall. He definitely slammed the inside wall. Put through the ringer. And then beat around a good bit as well. Branson, that car took flight for a moment. Got caught up in the air. Starling down to the inside, trying to knock Ritchie off the podium. The fight's brought to a close. Caution is out. Whoa, look out, Ritchie! Slides it out, tags the tail end into the outside wall, but Oh, right there. Michael Mooney again turned into the outside wall by Matthew Mystical. Different seasons looking to go at it. Oh, Kyle Ritchie gets into the back of Feder Place, shoves him up the hill. Bump and run for Kyle Ritchie. Oh, and now Feder Place turns to 56. Craig Schrader up on his side, almost turned over. Big hit into the wall on the back straightaway. Lot of 3 wide, deeper in the field. That's tight. Joey Barrett's turn. Barrett goes around, facing the wrong way on the front stretch. Bobby Anderson collected. Darling, oh, step in the back and now look out, oh no! Darling turned around, collects the dominant car of the day. McDougal spins it, down in the traffic, hard into the inside wall. That's speed. Yeah, Josh McDougal just got loose all by himself. Cotilla did a good job to avoid the worst of that. Nowhere for Kevin Ritchie to go. And goodness gracious, Josh Emerson came close. I'm not sure that's a move I would have been making that early on. To the 5 of Bobby Anderson was kind of pinched in there as well. This is what happened to Matthew Platt. Oh, he did get some contact there from Kevin Ritchie, it looked like. Yeah, he slipped up from the bottom. Kevin Ritchie had a head of steam and just slammed into the tail end. Spun Kevin Ritchie around. He just kept it out of Ritchie again as Platt slid back down. And then Matthew Platt. Let's take a look back and we'll show you how this came to blows. And last snow, there we go. Kyle Ritchie is around. The pole sitter spins to the inside, trying to go for the 360 slide. What a save from Ritchie. 360 spin, locked that thing down and kept it going straight. Keys, Cotilla up. Cotilla got into the outside wall. Looked to repay the favor and just turned himself off the nose of the 127. He rebounded back into traffic, hopped up into the air, and then, yeah, not sure, couldn't quite tell who that was. Oh, 3 wide, contact into the infield grass. Matt Allen spinning around. Cotilla spinning around. They'll keep it together. The straight line. Cotilla back into traffic. Look out. He gets drilled on the tail end. Just got clipped. He'll slide into pit road. No. Christopher Darling tags the back of Ryan Shelton. Gotta be careful with that. Charles sliding into the door of Ritchie again. Sideways on the back straightaway. It finally falls apart. Caution flag comes out for the 4th time. Charles stomped sideways on the racetrack. You see just a little bit of a nudge, and that's all she wrote. Oh, boy. Yeah, I mean, and it's all it takes, right? I mean, Pirog saw an opening, he got too aggressive, and he paid the price for it. It's as simple as that, really. You take a look, I mean, you see the opening, right? You're so enticed to go for it. You just didn't even realize that Jason Shu was still down there. And it's not like Shu moved up any either. I mean, Feder Place into the side of McDougal. They were 4 wide. McDougal got up and into one of those drivers on the outside, down to the Feder Place. And then the 98, an innocent bystander. That's such a tough break. He bounced his way all the way through the infield. There you see Scott Leonard already sideways on the front stretch as well. Oh, McDougal was still sliding out, and Tim Branson cleaned him out. He got some help as well from Joey Barrett, and that spun Scott Leonard all the way down, right into pit road. Hop, you'll see them at the back of the shot, coming off at turn 4. There's see Scott Leonard going around. And then coming in here, just boom into the inside wall. Turn on in the distance, right there. And then all of a sudden, right in front of Benny, the pace car driver. Hello, you got a visitor. Got off the racetrack quickly. Didn't cause a hazard, saved the car, didn't hit anything. Early and Major make contact. 4 wide for second over turn number 4. Contact. Richie into the wall. They're wrecking off turn number 4. And driving away is Bobby Anderson, taking his first win in his Speed Cup Series career. A huge crash as they come across the start-finish line. One car up and over, barrel rolling into the infield. Squeeze 4 wide into the outside wall, just doesn't work, and it was mayhem. Coming off the final corner. And there you see the 4 slams into the wall. He's the one that got kicked on his roof. And the driver still flying in well after the fact, crashing big time through the final corners. There you see the field again, crashing it in. And there was the big pack for the most part, the ones that really kind of fell apart. Josh Perdue got involved, Garrett caught a piece, Milliner was in there. Here comes the big hits. Oh boy! Platt with a huge hit. Cotilla with a big hit. There's Matthew Platt coming across the line right behind Scott Lamb. The 44 slides up and just drills him in the back end. And then one more time as Kyle Ritchie comes off the final corner, gets involved big time, and it was Josiah Vincent. Just got collected after the line, slid down hard into the inside wall, and he goes up and over. Watch again here. I mean, Platt just drives up the racetrack, never turned into turn number 3. So the 509, just I think the sole cause of that one. Not at all was what he was hoping to have happen. Oh, into the outside wall. Big time hit into the wall. Carlton Charles sliding through the grass. He's going to take, believe that was Mark McFadden with him, and it sure was. So McFadden down low on the racetrack. He and Carlton Charles both with huge damage. Charles back up onto the racetrack, brings it to a stop on the apron. No yellow yet. Whoa, look out. Oh, big crash. Hard into the outside wall for Michael Mooney, and the yellow flag going to fly. Ben Mashburn gets tagged around. Multiple hard hits and a big crash coming off of turn number 4. Golly, that is a nasty, nasty little impact. Brandt was trying to cut it down low. It was just too little, too late. Ashburn, you can't push in the corners, and just turned him. Got on the left side and then head on into the wall for Michael Mooney. Minazzi Major got turned around. McDougall got turned around. Jason Taylor was involved. Josiah Vincent caught a piece. And boom, a huge hit, lifted all 4 wheels up the ground for Ben Mashburn. Miller was way off the leading pack. He's in a 3-car scrap here with Cotilla himself and Charles Simmer. And Simmer, Miller starts to go up high, and Simmer just hooks him in the right rear, turns a bit of the wall. It's right on board with Simmer. So this is going to be entering turn number 3. And yeah, just a bad bump. A little bit more situational awareness. Probably could have avoided that mess. Just a massive stack in the middle of the field, and Joey Barrett got spun all the way into the infield grass. To the middle, Bobby Anderson will have the shot. Contact behind. Stan Hausman going around. The 17 of James Goodwin going into the infield grass. Hausman spinning up into traffic. They split him around and somehow get clear. No caution flag. We stay green. Fall apart on the backstretch. The 98 of Casey Brown with a charge. The Ritchie brothers pushing. Kyle Ritchie is turned to the middle of the pack. Jason Garcia is around. Big hits. Hard hit into the outside wall. Several cars getting collected. Side by side over turn number 4. This one comes down to the wire. An all-out drag race. Casey Brown survives the odds. He takes it at Daytona. By. AC Amberg just looked to the inside and gave him a tap. Tell you what, that was a great job to keep that car off of the outside wall. Take a ride on board with Devin Purog and of Team Watson Racing. Trying to make a run on him as well. Oh boy, Jason Garcia's into the wall big time. Up on his side. He's going to be slowing, and he's going to bring it almost to a stop. We got one more car hard into the wall. Garcia's gets drilled. And that was the 27th car of Carlton Charles. So two separate incidents puts us under the caution flag. So there was the initial impact, and then further behind, Carlton Charles just trying to hang on, and all of a sudden the car flashes in. He's going to slam right into the door, and that's what caused Ben Mashburn to slow down and go all the way down the racetrack. Things. Mashburn piled in, Stanhausen piled in. The 12 of Darius Days took a hard hit. Looking like just a combination of two lanes rolled into one. Mark McFadden did a good job of squeaking through there as well. Let's ride on board here with Emmett Milling. Whoa, look out, trouble. Stan Hausman going around, hard crash, middle of the field. Cotilla is up in it, and Martin Plout is over. Plout sliding on his roof down the embankment and to a stop. This all started when Stan Hausman got sideways. Looked like he may have been tipped by Ben Mashburn. Cotilla then got into the Amberg, and there goes Plout. Kicked up and over by Mike Morcrid. And Plout took a wild tumble on his roof all the way down into turn 2. Slid down the embankment, and that was that for the 81. That is a big impact. Huge, wild crash that we saw. Yeah, Martin Plout just got nicked, and that is the worst thing that could have happened there. Let's ride on board with Stan Hausman and what he saw throughout this whole mess. He got drilled as well in the middle of all of this. Somebody else was sliding up the road. That may have been Ryan Shelton. It was the 99. So Shelton getting involved, one of the big heavy hitters of the championship. And that's probably not the last flip we're going to be seeing today yet either. Devin Purog, you saw, got collected in that. Just a little poke out of line, that's all it takes. It's just those fine, fine margins. 10 laps to go. Carlton Charles and Ben Mashburn finally running clear. Amasi into the wall. The field scrambling. More cars into the fence ahead. Caution flag is out with less than 10 to go. All for anybody in this field. This is at speed. And that's a pretty hard lick into the inside fence as well for the number 22 entry. He slid that right back up and into traffic. They got a little loose, it sounded like, as well there. One more time, on board with Tim Branson. Oh boy, hard lick into the wall, and that will have upset the left rear, and Cotilla just barely coming up over the S's, just got loose over the hill. slams hard into the wall, and that puts Joey Barrett out of this race early. Entry. Oh, just too much curb, hopped up and slammed hard into the barrier. So he's going to have some big troubles. That's what sees Jace Garcia's down and out, and same issue. Caught the too much air, left rear glanced off of the tire bundles on the outside of the racetrack, and he's going to brake sideways. He just goes into the grass, locking up the brakes, and I wonder if his screen blacked out. Back across the racetrack, and again, a heart-stopping moment for into turn 7. Oh, just clipped the grass on entry, and he did find the inside wall pretty hard for the Omaha Power Soccer Club Mustang. So go around in turn 1. Oh boy, in way too hot, and he has found the barrier. It was never a question. Oh boy, not a spin, locking it up, way in hot, and he's gonna kiss the barrier. Into turn 2, looking for a bit of 3 wide. Cedarius Day, Scott Leonard, them more. Oh, and into the outside wall. Still going side by side, Shelton's around, into the inside wall. Big hit on the back straightaway, caution's out for the first time tonight. Driver marked as a DNF this afternoon. I promise you, that is not a light impact for... Mercedes didn't get loose, that's just clumsy, it looked like. It's right, effectively out of contention. Oh, he just bobbled loose and slammed into the inside wall. Cork in the bottle. Oh, mash burn sideways. Turned down into the inside wall. Caution is out again for the 4th time. That's right in the middle of the track. That's not a good place to be stopped. Looking like the field will get around him. A little ways behind, a lot of lap traffic causing problems. Around goes the 19. Problems for Scott Leonard as he faces the inside wall. And caution number 5 comes out to make. That's why you don't just pin the throttle at a track with as heavy banking as Bristol. Jason happened to Matt Allen, Zach Williams, and more. Oh, Allen got loose, middle of the tri-oval, snapped up hard into the ball, up and over for the 127. Went for about a half roll there, and backs it into the fence big time, and the 127 machine going to be sliding down. Manazzi Major and Zach Williams. And over. I wonder if he got some help from Manazzi Major behind. That would be the only thing that would realistically make sense to me. Let's ride on board with Manazzi Major and see what he saw throughout all of this. Major's in the number 82 car, was running right behind him. This is entering turn 3. Oh yeah, a little bit of an arrow push right there, and that put the 127 car up on his side. And what a... McFadden gets a little loose there, and Shu just looped it clean around. Then Darling had this problem with the number 11, as Martin Blut's going to loop it around just in front of him, and oh, there goes Darling. Same corner, same mistake. This problem. The Good Wrenching Services number 3 Camaro just hopped straight across the infield and into the wall. That's the concrete wall. Right as he gets over that crest, gets into the wall, spins it, brings it to a stop. Perhaps a little bit too tender as he just looped the tail end around. These cars, 13th place. Tim Branson up to 14th because of this mistake for the STP Camaro. Oh boy, way in hot into turn 1. Just loops the tail end. This is the fight for 12th. Branson wins out, and Matt Allen going to loop it. Allen goes into the grass. He's going to spin fully around. One for Charles. Just going to loop the tail end. Round he goes. And there's Pluto just rejoining the racetrack at the back end of the shot. Here. In too hot again. Turn one. It'll get you. Coming down the hill, approaching turn 4. Yep, just looped it. He went into the wall, too. Oh, watch it as he backs across the racetrack. That causes Carlton Charles to have to... Of turn 8, it was. Just a little loop up over the curb. And now, Amber, this is into the... Oh, man. Oh, hops the curb, but he just keeps it off the wall of champions. Road from him. So Vincent, looped the back end and, slammed into the wall. Tough break for Vincent, and there is McFadden. Spin, knows it is into the Armco, but he did get that car back rolling. Jams the brakes. Just lost the rear end, slid through, and just barely kept it off of the inside wall. Well held, sir. Trying to get up through the gears here. It just came around to the braking hard into the guardrail, right across the nose of race leader Sean Boundy. Yep. Way deep, and oh boy. In fact, that might be the second spin he's had in a while here. Yeah, he looped it once there, went into the wall, then back up into traffic. Just a few seconds later, he had this problem. Brandon Fender place, by the way, your 4th place runner just came down to pit road. Locked it up, went in too deep, and just looped it. Ethan Amberg. Oh, no! Look out! Amberg sideways! Slides it out. He'll drop all the way back to 5th. Carlton Charles and Mark McFadden coming together as McFadden got a little loose and Charles got loose, sorry. He, whoops. Noses it into the wall. There goes Branson in hot. Locks it down. He's going to collect Allen. They were going 3 wide. I was already holding my breath here. Then they went 3 wide, 2 rows deep. And then the 13 in Cotilla just drifted out. They went 4 wide for a moment, and cars scrambled into the infield. What a great save, though, from the field early on. That easily should have been a big, big accident. Yeah, Branson just hooked the wall, and Blue just never lifted. Kind of drove through him a little bit on that deal. Look at Garrett Austin. Just squeaked through on the high side. And then here comes that second pack. Look at what happened off the restart to Taylor. Did he just lose that by himself? No way he lost that all by himself. Take a look. Oh, big stack of him. He ran into the back of Jason Shue. Cup Series on Tuesday night. So look out, he's going to get turned. Around goes Holden. Back straightaway. Everyone scrambles. I think they're going to avoid the worst of it. But caution, number 2 on the night. For the most part, it is 2 tires, and I'm willing to bet left side. Oh, look out, Amberg! Amberg spins it! Oh, a huge mistake for Amberg! Up the 3rd lane, 3 wide. Regan goes with him. Devin Pirog jumping up to the high lane. Oh, there we go! It was bound to happen eventually. Crash in the tri-oval. As the 85 goes around, the 22 goes around. Perfect with that one in 2016. And poor Garrett Austin just had nowhere to go. One is working together, allowing for Gracias. Bound and trying. Oh, there we go! Trouble! Do they save it? No way! No way they just saved that! They did not pull that off! I refuse to believe what I just witnessed! 3, 4, wide! Regan makes the move! Anderson trying to fend him off! To the line! Regan steals it at the stripe! And he dropped all the way to the back. He had a broken car, but that is unbelievable. As Williams went down low, oh wow, just ran him over. No regard at all there. Both cars hard into the wall. They're both going to slide down with Shu finding the inside fence. Watch this here. He's going to fire back across the racetrack. That was Garrett Austin that turned him. Hard lick into the inside wall, and that. Darley up the middle. Oh boy, gave him the old bump and run. And that caused Sheldon to spin into the infield. He hopped up on two wheels, bouncing across the infield. Matt Allen up on the high side. Oh boy, just shot to the inside. Almost took out Gracias. Then got some help from Sheets and face first hard into the outside wall. Hutchinson definitely came off the worst out of that deal. This is at speed. He just drifts right off the racetrack and just hooks him in the left rear. It's not really much of an excuse for that. Got wicked loose on before, and watch this wild trip through the infield. That is an unreal sight. Take another look and watch this. All four wheels off the ground. See, hopped that thing through the infield. Roof flaps doing their job, keeping that 3,400-pound monster on the ground. Into the outside wall goes Ryan Shelton with a big issue. He slapped that fence. He's into the wall again. And that could be a championship over for Ryan Shelton. The right front destroyed. Zach Williams, this is off of turn 4. Loose wall. Oh, and he collided with the 19. Hit the wall a second time. Out of the just got loose. Overcorrected. Nails the concrete. Not a hard lick into the wall. They should be able to get that rolling relatively quickly here. And wow, looking like the 85 just got a little loose, and then they both spun around, and Cotilla got kicked sideways and nearly turned up and over. And this is how it happened. Just got loose again, overcorrects, hard into the outside wall. Slammed into a second, a third, and that is... Oh, up to the top side! No, they're both in the wall! Kyle Holden and Matt Schlosser both lose it! They take the fence! And now Ethan Amberg able to try to duck through to pick the number 2 spot. They're into the wall again, and now around! It falls apart, and Matt Schlosser, Kyle Holden coming to blows. Oh, look out, Hausman sideways, Hausman's turn! Down to the inside by Colton Easterday! He keeps it off the wall, now Easterday's around! And the caution flag flies! I cannot believe that Stan Hausman held on to that, by the way. That is a great, great save. And a good job as well, you know, from Colton Easterday not to... This all happened with Ryan Newman here. Oh, we got into it with Sedarius Days. The same driver that comes in late. Just drifts back up and cleans out the pack. So yeah, a 5-car crash there. Take a look from above, watch the 12. Just slides it out. Then it is, good grief. Make it 6 actually, as the 05 of Amasi got into it. The 3 of Jason Chua had to do a great job to log it down. And then this is the outside wall for Ethan Amberg. And the Highline Motorsports Mustang. Oh, Darling's around! Darling spins it on the back straightaway. Caution flag is out. And it's overtime in Miami. Look. Oh, no, not quite. Zachary Cox got loose on cold tires. Tell you what, Jason Gracias did a great job. Call me crazy. I feel like... Benny, the pace car driver, is going to have his work cut out for him here this afternoon. that speed, the whole wreck. Maybe a bit of an aggressive dive there from Sean Bounty. You see him get turned by Matt Schlosser up the road. And then, oh my goodness. Caleb Sheets on the inside. Garcia's way up top. No help. Spins it around. Oh boy, he does just barely get in there though with Tim Branson. Puts us under the yellow flag once again this afternoon. And now Cox and Garcia, two drivers that have been caught up before. Look out, McFadden! Sent into turn number 1, up the racetrack. Caution is out again. Ouch. Right back up the racetrack. Cox tried to look for the inside of Sedarius Days and just locked the rears. Anderson did not come down to pit road. Quite a look. Oh, yeah. Whoa, boy. Lost it in a big way over turn number 2. Didn't get the yellow flag call. Caught the curb. Self-inflicted. Overall, a pretty open and shut incident for that. There's a lot of netcode involved in that, too. No doubt had a hand to play in all this. It's another look. Just a bit of a helping hand on that deal. Caleb Sheets and Devin Pirog are both getting aggressive with each other. Contact again. Around goes Pirog into the outside wall. Collects Ethan Amberg. No yellow, yeah, but he'll get one from a Nazi Major. Whoopsie daisy. Up the road. Whoa, whoa, boy. Hard hit for Sheets. Caleb Sheets with a violent crash up in turn number 2. Oh, he downshifted way too early. For now the 13th time tonight. It's the 23 car, just got unsettled on the curb, spun around into the inside wall. Behind comes Pirog, loose off of turn 4, nails him right in the left rear quarter panel, coming off of turn numbers 3 and 4. It's the pack cycling back through turn numbers 1 and 2. Oh boy, Gibson looking for 3 wide down the inside of turn 4. He's going to turn Bounty for Schlosser. Sean Bounty goes around to the back of the field. So the iRacing pace car back down the field. Oh no, Anderson's turned by Gibson! Hard into the outside wall! Collects Garcias, collects Bounty, collects Branson! He's gonna back into the outside wall. So again, that speed. Christopher Darling trying to see if he's got an answer for that number 400 car for Interstellar SRV. Down the back straightaway, huge bump and run! Darling shifts the 400 car up the racetrack. Darling comes through, Major loses it off of turn number 4. Big crash, Darling takes the win, and it's a man pile up across the line. Ethan Amberg doing the same, just getting to the back bumper, spinning out the 82, hard into the outside wall for Corey Hutchinson, and then just a monster of a pileup as they come across the stripe. A lot of cars getting absolutely ripped apart in that madness. Here's another look. Jeez. A lot of violent impacts on that, but that will A good prospect for a potential title contender entering season 5. Martin Plume sideways off the track, clips the wall, still hanging on, loses it fully in 2. Caution is out for the first time tonight. No, Branson caught the wall. I think that unsettled the 22, spun it out, and just got T-boned by Doug Milton. There's number 6. Oh, and that was contact. Garcia's into the side of Stephen Gibson Jr., and that's what spun Darling around, and then just right back into traffic. Boy, that's a wild sight to see. Hutchinson just an innocent bystander in all of this. Never saw it coming. Hard hit into the outside wall as well. Jason Taylor up to the top shelf. Oh, look out! Vincent gets sent into turn 1. Doors even just lost it on the brakes. Doug Miller did not hit the ground running. Ouch. Oh, he was already kind of sideways. That tells a different story there. He was fighting that car all the way through turn 1, and he just went around on him eventually. Oh, just lost it. Bottomed out. Noses it big time into the inside wall. Huge damage on the left front. He is going to... Josiah Vincent. Oh, to the back bumper, and he's going to turn Gibson. Stephen Gibson Jr. turned around. Bumped out by Josiah Vincent. 360 spin, and he's going to save it. Christopher Darling right behind his MGR teammate. And Garcias lost. Well, he was already started to go around. Kind of got a bit loose, and Darling helped finish the job. Peeking for a little bit of 3 wide further behind, but some lap cars. Look out, Mashburn spinning around back straightaway up into the outside wall. Yellow comes out.